Welcome back. Mediterranean cooking leans heavily on fresh herbs, minimally processed meats, and lots of fruit and veggies. So what does comfort food Mediterranean style look like? Well, last time Samantha Ferraro from the Little Ferraro Kitchen was here, she dangled the idea of halloumi cheese fries. Amity begged her to come back and make them with us, and she said yes.
It's fried cheese with a Mediterranean twist, so lots of bright flavors, the herbs, those really tangy layers of flavor. So we're gonna have some fun. I'm really, really excited about this.
Okay, so how do we get started? What kind of cheese do you use?
So we are working with something called halloumi cheese.
Okay.
It's a cheese from Cyprus. It has goat's milk, sheep's milk, sometimes a combination of both, and it can handle really high heat cooking. So it's great for grilling, it's great for roasting and frying. It won't melt really easily, so it can kind of keep its texture and hold up really easily. So when you buy halloumi at the store, it's this kind of hunk of cheese. It's wet, has a little bit of a brine in it. So I like to take paper towels and I dry it off very well because we're going to fry it and we don't want to put water with oil if we can avoid it.
Cause a fire.
Exactly.
Yeah, I've done that before.
So all I do is I cut it into French fry shapes. So you can just, kind of go very rustic on here. I just kind of cut it and then into little matchstick shapes depending how long or short you want them. And then they kind of just look like that. That's really easy. So just come into matchstick shapes. But now we want to start adding some flavors. So I have some flour here. You can do gluten-free flour, maybe even cornstarch would be good. And just to add a little bit more flavor, I have some garlic powder and some smoked paprika. So now we're kind of going into this Mediterranean flavors and spices.
Wondering if our oil's getting too hot. If
I think we're okay. We're using a well. We're good.
That's what they call smoke point, right?
That's right. So I'm just gonna whisk the herbs into the flour. And then I don't know if you want to get your hands dirty yet.
I always like getting my hands dirty. They're washed too. Just
mine too. Yeah, great. So I just like to lightly dredge the cheese in the flour if you want to do that, and then we'll pop it right into the oil.
Okay.
And
you don't need egg or anything to bind it because it's got already its own little stickiness, right?
Yeah, and it'll hold up really easily. It keeps its shape. It won't melt everywhere, but we will get it in the oil because we're getting hot.
Okay.
It's getting hot in here. Oh, I went through that.
I got super scared that was going to get me.
So I think just putting it in kind of, a little gently.
A little gentler. I like doing things with flair.
We want to keep our eyebrows.
I was scared of that oil. Everything's all right.
It's all good.
We're good.
Yeah, when working with oil, you just want to be, safe, gentle.
Well, this is a learning lesson. All right, so how long do we let each side fry?
Well, our pan is super hot, so you can already see it's getting nice and golden brown. Yeah. I would say 30 minutes, maybe a minute.
30
Flip
seconds,
it over.
maybe a minute. Okay.
Do it on the other side. Look at that. Is that gorgeous? Is that so beautiful?
Oh, look at that.
Oh, that's a hot one.
That's a hot tamale.
Yep. And then another 30 seconds. And then really from there, we're going to add all of these really fun, bright, colorful toppings. So I think we're done. What do you think?
I think so. I mean, we got a really hot pan.
So.
And you don't have to do the sides, obviously.
That's fine. You don't have to. If you had more time, sure.
All right.
But it's still going to taste delicious.
I can't wait. Okay, so
now we have some fun toppings here. So I like lots of flavors and textures and colors. So I have some simple yogurt here, and I want to add a little sweetness and a little tang. If you want to add some lemon juice in there.
Okay.
And then
just what, like a hat?
Oh, yeah, perfect. That's good. Just to give it a little brightness. And then I will do a squeeze of honey, and then just mix that all together.
I like that it's not like soup. You just like maybe half a lemon or a lemon and squeeze.
It's like one of those recipes that's not really a recipe. You can just kind of top it with anything you want.
I love
that. Looks perfect.
Oops, sorry. Okay.
So then from there, we can just garnish our halloumi fries. So you can just take some of your...
Should I make them look fancy like that?
Little yogurt sauce.
Right. Yogurt sauce.
Yeah, we'll fry the rest up and make it look very pretty.
Okay.
So we're going to put some yogurt sauce on top, and then I have some more toppings here.
Okay.
So one of my other favorite ingredients is something called pomegranate molasses. It's reduced pomegranate juice.
You've used this before when we've cooked together, and I've never heard of it until you introduced it into my life. So
it's really thick. It's very tangy. It's not that sweet, but it's really good with something salty and kind of heavy like cheese, or if you eat meat, some lamb or beef. It's a really nice marinade. I put it on hummus. I put it on tahini.
You put it on everything.
I put it on everything. It's so delicious.
All right, so where do I put this?
So you can do a little drizzle of that right on top.
On top. How fast does it come out?
It's going to be pretty thick like molasses, so, but once it pours out, it just will pour out.
And there we go. Oh, all right. See, I knew I was going to overdo it. Okay, that's fine.
I think that looks really
good. All right,
good.
and then what else?
And then we have, if you like spice.
I do.
We have something called Aleppo pepper, another ingredient I use a lot. I find it a little softer than the traditional red pepper.
I agree. Aleppo.
Yeah, and it's beautiful, and just a little goes a really long way.
So I just pinch a little on top?
Go for it.
Okay.
Love it. And then we also have another favorite ingredient of mine. It's called za'atar. I also put that in everything. It's a mixture of different spices. There's sesame seeds, there's sumac, there's dried oregano, dried thyme. It is so lovely. I put that on everything. I put it on meat, breakfast. Yeah, I would. You can even go heavy-handed if you really want to.
Because I do like the smell of it, and it doesn't smell
really nice.
too powerful.
It's tangy and also earthy.
Okay.
And then, of course, some pomegranate seeds.
And you just put those on top?
Yeah, just go for it. A little sweetness, a little pop of sweet tartness, and it's really pretty color.
Yeah, it looks gorgeous, and it goes with the pomegranate molasses.
Exactly, yeah. We're kind of like adding those flavors. And then if you want to add some fresh herbs, I have some cilantro. And if you don't like cilantro, mint or parsley would be really nice. Yeah,
I'm only going to put it on half because some staff here, I'm not going to name names, they don't like cilantro.
Oh, no.
Oh, my
gosh. And that's it. And that's halloumi fries. I mean, have fun with it. It's cheesy. I mean, is there anything better than fried cheese?
No. If you want to try your hand making these halloumi fries, and you do, trust me, Samantha is sharing her recipe. Just go to our website and you'll not regret it.